The first SML video ever uploaded was called Super Mario Got Milk. Jeffy was originally meant to appear in just one video. The puppet version of Mario was called Mario until Nintendo forced SML to change his name to Marvin. Rosalina's name was also changed to Rose for the same reason. Logan once said Jeffy's popularity surprised him because he was supposed to be annoying. Lance 30acre, Logan's brother, voices Jeffy, Shrek, Goodman, and more than 20 other characters. Pablo Sanchez voices Brooklyn Guy, Cody, and dozens of side characters. The original Bowser Jr. puppet was custom-made before the official one existed. The SML crew filmed in Logan's actual house for over a decade. The police officer and doctor in SML are both voiced by the same person, Pablo. Mr. Goodman's house payment joke started as a random improv line. Chef Pee-Pee's full name is Fernando Pee-Pee. The original SML channel was demonetized in 2018 because of inappropriate content for children. This forced Logan to create new channels, like Super Luigi Logan and Super Bowser Logan. The SML Plus channel was created after the puppets replaced plush characters. Logan's mom was the one who encouraged him to start filming videos as a teen. Before puppets, SML used actual Mario plush toys from Walmart and eBay. Jeffy's helmet came from a real bike helmet Logan bought online. The pencil in Jeffy's nose is removable but rarely taken out during filming. The Jeffy puppet is one of the best-selling fan puppets ever made online. The SML cast sometimes films for over 8 hours straight for one 10-minute video. Goodman's money-obsessed personality was inspired by a real-life landlord Logan once had. SML has been making videos since 2007. The SML store originally sold autographed puppets and props used in videos. The channel once had over 6 million subscribers before being taken down. Jeffy's catchphrase, was not scripted. Lance came up with it during filming. The puppet version of Bowser Jr.'s dad is named Tyrone in some bloopers. Brooklyn Guy's name wasn't official until years after his first appearance. Some early SML episodes were filmed using a simple handheld camcorder. Cody's mom joke was added after Pablo accidentally made an off-script comment that stuck. Goodman's son, Richard, was added because fans wanted to see Goodman's personal life. Jeffy's mom, Nancy, was inspired by a real-life news story. Logan once revealed that Jeffy's original voice was even higher-pitched before being changed. The SML puppets are made by a company called The Puppet Store. SML videos have been viewed billions of times across all channels combined. Lance and Logan both have cameo appearances in some videos as themselves. Before SML, Logan made stop-motion videos with action figures. Some SML props, like the Jeffy puppet, have been lost or replaced multiple times. There was once an unreleased episode called Jeffy Goes to Disney World that never got finished. Despite all the controversy, SML remains one of the longest-running YouTube comedy series ever made. Logan originally wanted Bowser Jr. to be the main character, not Jeffy. The house used in SML videos has been moved out of and back into several times due to filming issues. Goodman's voice was inspired by a mix of angry businessmen from movies and real estate agents. The name Jeffy came from a random baby name list Logan found online. Some early SML episodes were deleted because of copyright strikes from Nintendo. The SML crew used to edit videos on iMovie before switching to Final Cut Pro. Jeffy's diaper was originally taped on because it didn't fit the puppet properly. Lance does most of his character voices without a microphone, just the camera audio. The SML puppets often break during filming and need constant repairs. Logan once said Shrek is his favorite character to voice because of how fun the lines are. Pablo doesn't use a script for Brooklyn Guy. Most of his lines are improvised. Jeffy's piano songs are actually played by Lance, who knows basic piano. SML once filmed an entire episode that was never released because the audio got corrupted. The SML puppet's clothing often comes from real baby clothes. Cody's wand is a real plastic toy wand from a Halloween costume. Goodman's red tie has been replaced more than 10 times over the years. The crew uses handheld lights instead of studio equipment to save space. Logan's first ever fan mail came from a viewer in the UK. Tito, who used to play Bowser, left the SML team to start his own channel, Tito Totter. SML has had guest appearances from other YouTubers like Doogie and Lovell. Lovell voices characters like Black Yoshi, Toad, and Bowser. Black Yoshi's name was later changed to D-Money after Nintendo's rules. SML videos were once featured on YouTube's trending page multiple times before demonetization. The Jeffy's Parents episode is one of the most emotional and popular SML videos ever made. The Jeffy the Rapper song has over 100 million views across uploads. The SML crew has over 100 puppets and props stored in their studio. Many early fans of SML were actually adults, not kids. SML used to release one video a week, but now releases fewer to improve quality. Goodman's house payment gag has appeared in over 60 videos. Logan's editing style influenced other plush YouTubers who started similar channels. The Jeffy's Homework episode introduced the pencil and helmet look permanently. Chef PP's voice is inspired by stereotypical angry French chefs. Some SML puppets are one-of-a-kind customs that can't be replaced. Logan's favorite episode is Jeffy's Parents. Lance said the hardest voice to maintain is Goodman's because it strains his throat. The SML movie label was added in 2017 to make the title sound more official. Logan owns several backup Jeffy puppets just in case one breaks during filming. Many SML fans make their own puppet replicas at home. The crew sometimes films the same line dozens of times until it feels right. The longest SML video ever made runs over 40 minutes long. Logan has said that the most expensive SML video ever made cost over $10,000 to produce. Some SML episodes take up to 2 weeks to finish filming and editing. The SML team has filmed in hotels, cars, and even stores without permission before. The original Shrek plush was bought from eBay in 2008 and used for years. Logan's favorite character to film with is Jeffy because fans react strongly to him. Lovell's first character was Toad, who became popular because of his high-pitched voice. The SML characters sometimes mirror the crew's real-life personalities. The SML crew has lost count of how many props they've broken over the years. Jeffy's diaper joke came from a random idea during a car ride. Brooklyn Guy has more appearances than any other SML character. Pablo once forgot which voice he was doing mid-scene, and it stayed in the video. Chef PP's kitchen scenes are filmed in a real working kitchen. Logan's favorite SML villain is Goodman because he's the perfect bad guy. Many SML skits start with a single funny line and no written script. Some fans have recreated entire SML episodes using Lego stop motion. The SML cast records most scenes at night when it's quiet. Jeffy's blue helmet was almost changed to red during redesigns, but was kept the same for fans. The first official SML puppet sold online was Jeffy. Jeffy's YouTube channel was the first SML video to pass 20 million views. The crew used to keep props in Logan's bedroom closet before getting a storage space. Lance once voiced 3 characters in one scene without stopping the camera. The SML movie Jeffy's Birthday video took over a month to plan. The original plush Mario's hat fell apart from overuse. Lovell and Pablo often improvise jokes that make Logan laugh so hard he stops recording. Goodman's iconic suit has been replaced more than 5 times. The Jeffy the Rapper 2 song was recorded in Logan's house using a basic microphone. Some SML bloopers get more views than the actual episodes. The SML crew occasionally refilms entire endings if Logan doesn't find them funny enough. SML has had over 1,000 videos uploaded across all its channels. Jeffy has more merchandise than any other SML character. The SML puppets are stored in plastic containers labeled by character. Logan once appeared on local news because of SML's massive online following. The SML crew sometimes adds fan-submitted jokes into future episodes. The first puppet-only video was Jeffy's New Friend. Some early SML scripts were written on paper napkins or notebooks. Logan's first camera cost only around $100. SML once considered making a full-length movie, but scrapped it for time reasons. The puppet builder occasionally sends Logan new designs to test out. Lovell said Bowser was the most tiring character to voice because of all the yelling. Despite all the changes, Logan still films with the same close group of friends he started with. The first video to feature Jeffy was Mario the Babysitter. Jeffy's birthday is officially listed as August 21st in SML lore. The SML crew has filmed in 3 different houses over the years. Goodman's character originally had no name and was just called the Businessman. Pablo didn't join the main cast until around 2014. The original SML plush Mario used to fall over during filming because of its small feet. Logan's favorite prop is Jeffy's pencil because of how iconic it became. Chef Pee-Pee was originally supposed to quit in Season 1, but fans loved him too much. Lovell sometimes writes jokes for his characters instead of following Logan's notes. SML's first viral hit was Bowser Jr.'s Summer School. Jeffy's first word in SML was, Logan's childhood dream was to become a filmmaker, not a YouTuber. The puppets' mouths sometimes break mid-scene and are held together with tape. SML fans have sent thousands of fan letters and handmade Jeffy puppets. Logan once filmed an entire episode using only his phone after the main camera broke. Lance said Jeffy's scream voice hurts his throat if he records too long. Brooklyn Guy's wife, Karen, was added as a joke about lazy TV sitcom wives. Goodman's Lamborghini prop is a real model car that cost hundreds of dollars. Logan once released a short behind-the-scenes documentary for fans. The Jeffy's anger management episode was based on a real class Logan took in school. SML's YouTube comments section inspired some storylines directly. Some SML scenes are filmed completely backward and then reversed in editing. Jeffy's school scenes were filmed in a real classroom. Logan's brother Lance has said he never watches full SML episodes after editing. Cody's character was inspired by a smart friend Logan had in real life. The SML puppets have their own wardrobe department inside Logan's house. The first time Jeffy appeared was in the 2016 video, Mario the Babysitter. The pencil in Jeffy's nose was added just to make him look dumber, according to Lance. Goodman's cash briefcase is actually a repurposed camera case filled with fake bills. Logan originally wanted Goodman to be a minor character who only appeared once. Jeffy's puppet took almost 2 months to be delivered after ordering it. SML's first viral video was Bowser Jr.'s Summer School. Some SML episodes were filmed twice, one plush version and one puppet version. Logan said filming Jeffy's tantrum scenes are the hardest because they require so much energy. Chef Pee-Pee's apron has been changed multiple times throughout the years. The SML house kitchen is actually from Logan's old family home. Goodman's Lamborghini in the videos is a rented or borrowed car, not owned by Logan. Lance's favorite character to voice is Goodman because of the sarcastic attitude. The Jeffy puppet was once lost during travel and had to be replaced quickly. Cody's mom jokes became so popular they turned into a running gag. The first SML puppet video was uploaded in early 2021. The plush Bowser Jr. used in early videos is now retired and kept as a collectible. Logan's fans have sent him hundreds of Jeffy fan drawings over the years. The SML team used to film with no script at all and make up lines as they went. Jeffy's catchphrase, "Why?" became one of the most quoted lines in SML history. Lovell once said Toad was inspired by real people he met, who talked very fast. The Jeffy's Parents episode caused some fans to cry because of its sad ending. Logan films most episodes in his real house, not a set. The original SML house address was leaked by fans years ago, forcing Logan to move. Pablo has been part of the SML cast since the very beginning. The SML puppets often get dirty and need to be cleaned before filming. Jeffy's helmet sometimes muffles Lance's voice, so he records some lines separately. Chef Pee-Pee's voice was originally lower-pitched in early episodes. SML's total combined watch time is estimated in the billions of hours. The SML crew has had to re-record entire scenes because of barking dogs or background noise. Some episodes take longer to edit than to film due to complex sound effects. Logan once said his dream is to turn SML into a full puppet sitcom. SML's fan base includes viewers from more than 100 countries. Jeffy's diaper design has been slightly updated over the years for durability. Goodman's money prop has appeared in nearly every one of his scenes. Logan sometimes hides Easter eggs in videos referencing older episodes. Lovell and Lance often compete to see who can make Logan laugh first during filming. The SML team uses a single small microphone placed near the puppets instead of lav mics. Some older SML plushes are now worth hundreds of dollars online. Lance records his voice directly while holding the puppet in his other hand. Despite years of changes, SML still uses the same comedic style it started with in 2007. These are all the times when Marvin should have divorced Rose in SML. From constant chaos to complete insanity, this man's patience deserves a medal. Number 1. The time Rose let Jeffy get a pet tiger. In one of the most ridiculous SML moments ever, Rose actually encouraged Jeffy to keep a live tiger in the house. Marvin's just trying to relax, and Rose says, "He's just being a boy with a wild animal that could eat them in their sleep." The tiger destroys everything. Marvin's freaking out, and Rose acts like it's no big deal. Marvin should have packed his bags right there. Number 2, the time Rose believed the psychic. Rose once spent all their rent money on a psychic who told her Marvin was cheating because he smiled at a drive-thru worker. Marvin just wanted extra ketchup, but Rose acted like he had a secret double life. When Marvin tried to explain, she accused him of lying and stormed off. At that point, the only spirit Marvin needed was freedom. Number 3, the time Rose defended Jeffy's bad behavior. Every time Jeffy breaks something, screams, or sets the house on fire, Rose defends him. Marvin tries to discipline Jeffy, and Rose says he's just expressing himself. Expressing himself by throwing hammers at the TV and lighting firecrackers in the living room. Rose blames Marvin for being too strict, while Jeffy destroys another console. Any normal person would have filed for divorce and joint custody of their sanity. Number 4, the time Rose made Marvin apologize to Goodman. When Goodman shows up demanding his house payment, it's always Marvin who takes the heat. One time, Goodman actually destroyed Marvin's car for being late, and Rose told Marvin to apologize for being rude. Goodman blew up their stuff, and Rose still took his side. Marvin's the one paying bills, dodging Goodman and cleaning up Jeffy's messes, but somehow he's the problem. Number 5, the time Rose sided with Jeffy after he faked his death. Jeffy fakes his death to get out of school, making Marvin panic, cry, and almost get arrested. When the truth comes out, Marvin is furious, but Rose tells him to calm down and says, "At least Jeffy learned his lesson." Learned what, exactly? How to fake a funeral. Marvin should have learned his own lesson that day. Never trust Rose to take his side. Through all the chaos, Marvin keeps forgiving her, but these are all the times when he should have said, "Enough is enough." Number 6, the time Rose invited her ex-boyfriend over. Rose once thought it would be nice to invite her ex-boyfriend for dinner because they're just friends. Marvin walks in and sees them laughing on the couch while he's cooking in the kitchen. When Marvin gets upset, Rose says he's being insecure. No, Marvin's being normal. Rose is out here turning family dinner into a therapy session for bad decisions. That man should have called a lawyer before dessert. Number 7, the time Rose let Jeffy buy thousands of dollars worth of stuff online. Marvin tried to teach Jeffy about responsibility, but Rose handed him her tablet and said, "He'll be fine." 10 minutes later, Jeffy ordered a bounce house, 2 dirt bikes, and a live camel. When Marvin lost his mind over the credit card bill, Rose said, "It's just money, Marvin." Yeah, money that he doesn't have because Goodman's outside with a baseball bat. Number 8, the time Rose got mad that Marvin worked too much. Marvin takes extra shifts trying to pay bills, and Rose complains that he doesn't spend enough time with her. Meanwhile, she's at home watching TikToks with Jeffy, who's duct taping the dog to the wall. When Marvin gets home exhausted, Rose says, "You're always so grumpy lately." Of course he's grumpy. He's carrying that entire household like it's a part-time job in hell. Number 9, the time Rose believed Jeffy over Marvin. Jeffy lies about Marvin hitting him just to get out of trouble. Instead of asking what really happened, Rose immediately screams at Marvin and threatens to call the cops. 2 minutes later, Jeffy admits he made it up, and Rose just shrugs it off like it's nothing. Marvin looks like he aged 10 years in one afternoon. That alone should have been the end of that marriage. Number 10, the time Rose ruined their vacation. Marvin finally plans a family trip to relax, but Rose invites half the neighborhood, including Brooklyn Guy and his entire dysfunctional family. The vacation turns into a nightmare of broken hotel rooms, missing luggage, and Goodman showing up to demand the house payment. When Marvin tries to leave early, Rose says he's ruining the fun. Fun? The only fun he's having is imagining a life where he's single again. After everything Marvin's been through, it's honestly impressive he hasn't just packed up and moved to another SML channel. Number 11, the time Rose blamed Marvin for Jeffy getting suspended. Jeffy gets suspended for throwing food at a teacher, and somehow Rose turns it into Marvin's fault. She says Marvin should have been more supportive, and that Jeffy was just expressing his creativity. The kid launched mashed potatoes across the cafeteria, not a science project. Marvin's trying to discipline Jeffy, and Rose acts like he's running a prison. At that point, Marvin should have expelled himself from that marriage. Number 12, the time Rose invited Jeffy's friends to live with them. Jeffy's friends, Junior, Cody, and Joseph, come over for one night, and Rose tells them they can stay as long as they want. Within 24 hours, the house smells like pizza rolls and destruction. Marvin's tripping over toys, Goodman's calling about the property damage, and Rose is just smiling, saying, "They're such good boys." Good boys. They turned the kitchen into a war zone. Marvin didn't need guests. He needed an eviction notice for everyone. Number 13, the time Rose forgot Marvin's birthday. Marvin goes all out for Rose's birthday every year. Gifts, decorations, the whole thing. Then his birthday comes around, and she completely forgets. When he reminds her, she says, "Oh, I thought it was next week." Instead of making it up to him, she gives him a hug and says, "Isn't love the best gift?" No, Rose. A PS5 would have been the best gift. Or maybe just remembering his existence. Number 14, the time Rose believed a scammer over Marvin. A random caller tells Rose that Marvin is hiding secret lottery winnings. Instead of hanging up, she believes it and starts yelling at him for being dishonest. She even gives the scammer their bank info to claim the prize. The next day, their account's empty, and Rose says, "Maybe the bank glitched." No, Rose, you glitched. Marvin didn't just lose money that day, he lost faith in humanity. Number 15, the time Rose let Jeffy drive the car. Jeffy says he wants to learn how to be a man, and instead of saying no, Rose hands him the car keys. Marvin's yelling, "He's 18 mentally, not legally." But Rose says, "What's the worst that could happen?" The worst happens immediately. Jeffy crashes into Goodman's car again. Rose acts surprised. Marvin's losing his mind, and Goodman's adding another zero to the bill. Marvin should have driven off and never looked back. After all that, it's clear Marvin isn't just a husband. He's a hostage. These were 5 more times Marvin should have divorced Rose. Number 16, the time Rose made Marvin dress up for no reason. Rose saw a TikTok couple doing some fancy dinner role play and decided her and Marvin should do the same. She forces Marvin into a tuxedo, sets up candles, and then leaves halfway through to scroll on her phone. Marvin's sitting there sweating in a suit while she's watching cat videos. When he asks why she stopped, she says, "You just don't make it fun." He's not a magician, Rose. He's exhausted. That night should have ended with divorce papers, not dessert. Number 17, the time Rose guilt-tripped Marvin into adopting a pet monkey. Jeffy wanted a monkey, Marvin said no, and Rose said, "You never let him have fun." So she brings home a monkey named Peanut, who immediately destroys the living room, throws poop at Marvin, and eats the TV remote. When Marvin gets mad, Rose says he's just adjusting to his new home. No, he's turning it into a jungle. Marvin spent more time cleaning monkey mess than sleeping. Number 18, the time Rose told Marvin to just ignore Goodman. Goodman shows up again, threatening to take the house if Marvin doesn't pay up. Rose, sitting on the couch eating chips, says, "Just ignore him. He'll go away. Goodman never goes away." He took Marvin's car, his furniture, and his dignity, and Rose's solution is to stay positive. The only thing Marvin should have stayed was single. Number 19, the time Rose made Marvin pay for her shopping spree. Rose decided she deserved a treat and spent thousands on clothes and makeup using Marvin's card. When he found out, she said, "You never buy me anything." Marvin's already behind on rent, and she's out here playing Real Housewives of Florida. When he confronts her, she says, "It's just money. You'll make more." Not with Goodman waiting at the door. He won't. Number 20, the time Rose told Marvin to let Jeffy skip school. Jeffy didn't want to go to school one morning, and instead of backing Marvin up, Rose said, "He's tired. Just let him stay home." One day turned into a week, and suddenly Jeffy's failing everything. When Marvin says it's Rose's fault, she says, "You're too strict." Strict? He's trying to prevent their kid from turning into a YouTube dropout. Marvin's the only adult in that house, and even that's questionable at this point. After all that, it's honestly a miracle Marvin hasn't changed his name, moved out, and started a new life without Jeffy, Rose, or Goodman showing up every 10 minutes. Number 21, the time Rose sided with Goodman over Marvin's broken car. Goodman tows away Marvin's car because of one late payment, and instead of supporting Marvin, Rose says, "Well, maybe you should have paid him on time." Goodman destroyed their only transportation, and she's acting like he's running a business seminar. Marvin's standing there holding a stack of bills while Rose nods along with Goodman. That wasn't a wife moment. That was a betrayal with a smile. Number 22. The time Rose forgot to pick up Jeffy from school. Marvin was stuck at work and asked Rose to pick up Jeffy. She got distracted watching a drama show and completely forgot. 2 hours later, the principal calls Marvin, saying Jeffy is in the office drawing mustaches on the teachers. When Marvin gets home furious, Rose says, "You always overreact." Overreact? Their kid almost joined detention full time. Marvin should have dropped Rose off at the same school and never looked back. Number 23. The time Rose invited Goodman to dinner. Rose thought it would be polite to invite Goodman over for dinner to smooth things out. Goodman spends the whole night mocking Marvin, calling him broke, and threatening to take the house again. Rose laughs along like it's a stand-up show. When Marvin snaps, she says, "He's just joking." Joking? Goodman's jokes come with eviction notices. That dinner should have ended with Marvin moving out, not doing dishes. Number 24. The time Rose made Marvin apologize to Jeffy's teacher. Jeffy threw a desk at his teacher, and instead of punishing him, Rose said Marvin should apologize on Jeffy's behalf, because he's just a kid. Marvin goes to the school, gets yelled at by the teacher, and somehow it's still his fault. Rose tells him, "You should be more understanding." Of what? Assault? Marvin's the only sane one in that household, and even his sanity's running on fumes. Number 25. The time Rose said Marvin was the reason Jeffy acts out. Whenever Jeffy does something insane, Rose blames Marvin for being negative. Jeffy floods the bathroom, crashes a scooter into the garage, and lights a firecracker in the kitchen. And Rose says, "He's just copying your attitude." Marvin's never once set off fireworks indoors. She's just looking for someone else to blame. If Marvin had any sense left, he'd copy Goodman's attitude and move into a mansion far away from that madness. At this point, Marvin's not just surviving a marriage, he's surviving a sitcom. These were 5 more times Marvin should have divorced Rose. Number 26. The time Rose accused Marvin of being too mean for grounding Jeffy. Jeffy gets suspended again for throwing a chair, so Marvin grounds him for a week. Rose immediately jumps in, saying Marvin's too strict and that Jeffy needs to express himself. Express himself? The kid just turned the classroom into a wrestling match. Marvin's trying to teach responsibility, and Rose is acting like Jeffy's some misunderstood artist. Marvin should have grounded Rose too, permanently. Number 27. The time Rose lost Jeffy's report card. Marvin asks Rose to keep track of Jeffy's report card, and she somehow loses it before he even gets home from work. When Marvin asks where it is, she says, "It probably wasn't that important." Turns out Jeffy failed every class, and Marvin finds out a week later from the school calling. Rose blames the mailman. Marvin doesn't need a wife. He needs a secretary who can handle envelopes. Number 28. The time Rose invited Karen and Brooklyn Guy to help out. Marvin was struggling with bills, and Rose thought inviting Karen and Brooklyn Guy to move in would make things easier. Instead, Brooklyn Guy eats all the food, Karen breaks everything she touches, and Jeffy learns even worse habits. When Marvin tells them to leave, Rose says, "You're being rude to our guests." Guests? They've been there for 3 weeks rent-free. Marvin's house turned into a charity case overnight. Number 29. The time Rose told Jeffy Santa wasn't real. Right before Christmas, Marvin's trying to keep Jeffy excited for Santa. Rose suddenly blurts out, "Santa's not real, Jeffy." Jeffy screams, destroys the tree, and breaks half the presents. Marvin's sitting there watching his Christmas spirit die along with the ornaments. When he asks why she said it, Rose says, "I didn't want to lie to him." You didn't just ruin Christmas, Rose. You ruined Marvin's peace for the rest of the month.